Have you been really frustrated that your videos just aren't getting the amount of views that you want? You've been posting, you've been putting together awesome covers and original songs, but you just aren't getting the traction that you're looking for, then this episode is for you. I'm so excited that you're joining me today because this is a topic that I'm really passionate about, and I feel like if singers just make a couple of adjustments to the way that they present their material and also to the way that they're posting their content, it can make a huge difference and give you the credibility and the views that you deserve. In the year, now we're in 2026, I feel like the internet is really oversaturated with so many creators and so many people putting their face out there, putting their music out there. So it's really important that we distinguish ourselves from the rest of the internet and to get people's attention. I think now attention is literal currency in our world, right? It's so hard to get people's attention. If you could get someone's attention, then that's worth millions and millions of dollars. So many companies are putting all their actual money and resources into social media and getting themselves out in front of people. So how are we as singers, as songwriters, as artists supposed to get recognized in this new world of social media? So the first and probably biggest thing that I'm going to talk about is consistency when it comes to posting. So when you're committing to a lifetime of being an artist and putting your music out there, this is going to be an ongoing journey that you have to commit to. It's not going to be an immediate, post a video and this only got like 300 views, or this only got, first of all, 300 people watching your video. That's amazing too. But if you'd only got like 200 or 300 videos, just a few hundred views, we get really discouraged right away. But if we want these lasting benefits of social media, we need to stick with it. We need to keep posting. Last year, I set a goal for myself to post no matter what every single day, and it grew my account to now over 36,000 followers on TikTok, which is insane. And some of my videos got millions and millions of views. But I didn't just do that and break my back over it and record every single day and put up a setup and create the most like incredible content. I just wanted to get something out there every single day. So consistency is not only just to, put more chances to kind of, go viral in, but it also kind of tells the algorithm like you're serious about posting, you're a serious creator. And this is something that TikTok and Instagram Reels kind of recognize. If you're sticking with it and you're showing up every day and you're posting, doesn't have to be the most incredible, groundbreaking content, at least in your mind. Some of the videos that I didn't even put that much effort into did the best. So I really think, and I emphasize with social media, and sometimes it's kind of counterintuitive to us as artists because we always want to put out quality work and put our best foot forward. But first of all, what is quality at the end of the day? Our quality is different than somebody else's. And I just think quantity is so much better because you're forcing yourself to just get out there. You're forcing yourself to create no matter how you're feeling. And we don't have to show up every day. I just mean posting videos every single day. But I think we could batch record. That's what I do a lot of the time. I batch record, change outfits, and change different vibes of the covers I'm doing. I'll do some covers. I'll do some voiceovers of my songs. I'll do some originals. So we could really vary it and just have a nice batch of 7 videos, and this doesn't have to take long. We could do just a minute of each, 30 seconds each even. So just batch record, put it all into your either TikTok drafts or Instagram Reel drafts. And the good thing about it is that all this content can then be translated to all these different platforms. So obviously take advantage of that. Once you record a short form video, you can transfer it to multiple different platforms. So highly recommend batch recording. That's one of my favorite ways to kind of stay consistent with social media. And it has really paid off. It's crazy to see the growth that has happened when you just commit to posting one video every day. And when you film it, make sure that it doesn't require that much editing. Make sure that you could just maybe crop the beginning, crop the end, put a caption in there. There's the automatic captions on TikTok that you could do, and then a simple caption and maybe put in some vocal reverb stuff. I just do it right on the TikTok app and just post. The easier the better. I've had videos like that where I just edit it in the TikTok app with as little setup as possible, that does the best. So trust me when I say just getting yourself out there, putting yourself out there in front of your audience is going to be so important. The algorithm will find your people, I promise. And number 2 is making things a little bit different and unique from other people. Now, I'm not saying that you have to try super hard and think so out of the box. I'm just saying I want you to think of yourself when you're watching these videos, right? Like, what catches your eye when you're posting a cover? What is something that you're like, oh, that looks interesting, or oh, that's really meaningful to me? Like, for example, when I write a song that's about like falling in love, or that's about like invisible string theory, reconnecting with someone that you haven't seen or met in many years, that's a cool concept that people are going to want to click onto and watch, not just me strumming an original song that they've heard. They want something of like, have you ever felt confused in your life, or you at a crossroads right now? What is something that's going to resonate with other people to make you stand out? And this doesn't have to be some crazy, bizarre thing to kind of like clickbaity thing to kind of throw at them. It's like, what drew you to the song that you're singing? What drew you to this cover? What drew you to write this song? You could really play around with it. And when it comes to covers, you can write, oh, did you know that this artist only, this was the last song that this artist wrote? Or did you know that this was the first song that this artist wrote? Or this artist wrote this song after they dated so-and-so? Like, just something to kind of catch their attention, maybe sharing a fun fact about the song. So really making yourself different, because there's so many things that are being put out into the world, being put out onto the internet. And I could say that it's oversaturated right now, but honestly, the amount of users that are logging onto social media are just growing and growing and growing every single day. So I don't even know if there is such a thing as oversaturated, but if you could already get a leg up on all of these other creators and songwriters who are also putting out incredible content, if we could just make our own little space in the internet just a little bit unique, then I think that is key to getting the audience that you want. And also, number 3 is finding the motivation to post. So I know that as artists, we dread posting on social media. It's just one of those things that another thing that we have to add to our marketing list, right? We're already gigging, we're already maybe working a second job, we're already trying to write new material, trying to practice, trying to get our skill set elevated. But social media is just another thing on that list. And I think instead of seeing it as just another, thing to do, I want you to see it as another performance opportunity. Yeah, if we're starting to post 300 views isn't that much, but think about 300 people in a crowd listening to your music. How does that feel? Like, we could gig, we could hustle, we could play these shows of 20 to 25 to 50 people, but when you could get on a platform and showcase yourself to thousands and thousands of people, I think that's something that shouldn't be overlooked. Unfortunately, this is the world that we live in, where we have power, we have agency to put our own music out there, and we have the upper hand when it comes to labels signing us and discovering us, and we really can put that work in ourselves and find our own audience, so that then these labels come to us instead of being discovered or trying to make it. Like, we really can make our own success for ourselves nowadays as artists. So I think just reframing that as just another thing to do. It's like showing up is going to be so important, and showing up in a positive and exciting way is also going to pay off so much for us as an artist and help us to connect with people who might not have heard our music in our local community or city. And really, you could be an artist or songwriter from anywhere. So it's an exciting world that we're living now, where we can showcase ourselves no matter where we're at in the world, and definitely something to take advantage of. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this inspires you to get posting, especially now that at least now the new year has started and a lot of us are getting on our goals and trying to promote our music this year. And also, if you're looking to find a community where you can increase your vocal technique skills and to post videos for feedback, feel free to join my community in the description. It's called The Voice Gym. Instagram, and it's a really, really fun way to meet other people and also get feedback specifically on you, specifically on your voice, and on your social media covers. So thank you for watching, and happy singing.